fun, right? Like,
Katie has this quote that I always look back at. It says, "Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard."
Mm-hmm.
Some guys are just God gifted and have talent, but if you want to be at that level and you work hard, there's no reason why you can't be. Shout out to my guy Han Jampla. That's little Naoki. That man sits at the desk 8 hours, might not get up to eat, maybe use the bathroom, and like he really loves to do the work, and you can see it in his work. Like he puts the effort into it, and he's getting out quality. So don't expect to get this quality work if you're half-ass in it. So if you really want, if you want to be the best, like Austin said, you need to put in the effort to be the best. You can't just say you're going to be the best, and then you're skipping steps. You're not rescribing lines. You're not sanding every nub down. Like if you're saying it, you got to really put in the work in.
And let's say that you say, okay, I want to be like Humja, right? And Humja, right? And you do that, and you figure out you're not having fun. Then guess what? You're not. It's okay. That you're not going to be like Humja then, because you got to come to yourself and be like, all right, I'm not having fun. I'm not enjoying myself. Right. And it was like, and let's say that you do get some gains out of it. Right. You work hard and you get gains out of it, and you look at the rewards and you look at yourself and you're just like, all right, cool. My goal is to be Humja. I know if you tell yourself, I know I'm not going to enjoy my time getting to that level. Right. I know I'm not going to enjoy my time. You got to ask yourself then, once you get there, are you going to be happy?
Yep.
Right. You don't know for sure, but you have is like getting there and doing this process over and over again with every kit. Will I be happy doing this level of work? If I'm not happy doing this level of work, then it's okay to take a step back and be like, well, I'm just not going to be like 100%. I'm just going to be like myself.
Yeah.
And whatever I like, what level I like to put in continuously is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in not having a GBWC statue in your house or trophy in your house, because I mean, all of us do it because we like to do it, right? Some of us do it for competition. That is true, and that is the goal. But you know what? They enjoy that. They enjoy the work that goes to competitions. That is why they do it. That's their lane. That's their lane.
Just like me. Austin hit it right on the head with me. I grew up playing football. I'm a competitor in everything I pretty much do. At work, they get kind of annoyed with me. My manager told me the other day, hey, when you go into this interview, they like teamwork. So don't come off as that competitor guy that you normally display, right? They like,
I got you, coach.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay,
no, Coop, manager. Yeah, right, coach.
So when it comes to like Gunpla competitions, I love it. I live for those days, the ODU days, the pop-up Hobbytown days, and the competition down in Alabama in a couple of weeks. Those are like Super Bowls for me. So, but there's, like Austin said, it's okay. It's okay. We literally get around like-minded people, right? If you get a chance, go to a build day and get around people that just enjoy building. It's contagious. I mean, shout out to the Hobbytown, Yorktown, Newport News, that build crew. They legit snap, clean, and some nubs. Marvin built almost every kit, and all he does is panel line, water slide. If that, I don't even know if he top coats. I don't even know if Marvin top coats. I just know he just panel lines and keeps it moving, and he's proud of it. That's one of the reasons I love going there, because it's like these guys are just legit having fun, and they know their lane. They know, you know what? This is as far as I could do, and it's okay.
Yep.
It's all right. Like CD said, and Austin said it. You can't come out being Michael Jordan. Can't just jump out the gates. So know your lane. See what happens, and this is also in life, right? Maximize your lane. I remember I had a deep conversation with the fellas before. I said, yo, I want to teach my daughter to know her lane, because the moment, and just like in real life, the moment you swerve into somebody else's lane, what can happen? You can damn sure get in an accident, and it can be life or death. But if you know your lane, and you know, hey, this is a 2-lane road. Oh, now I know that we could take this 2-lane road and make it a 4-lane road. You got more lanes, so know your lane.
And once again, we're not saying that you can't be Michael Jordan. What we're saying is you have to be comfortable with who you are, with yourself. Yep. Yeah, and
if you end up being Michael Jordan, awesome.
Yeah, if that's where you get, hey, if you enjoyed every second of the way you get there, cool. But if you get to the top and it's not that fun, might be time to drive back a little bit.
Yeah, so it's not always fun at the top. It might be some real shit.
Now, if you're getting paid millions and have multiple rings and have multiple shoe deals, it doesn't matter. If you got millions, you'll buy happiness. But
I have a question for you guys. What's your peak? What do you think your peak is in the hobby? What do you see like yourself like? I can't go any higher than this. Coop, you said Dios.
I don't want to say Dios because I can see myself. It's a new lane, right? If I sit down and put the time and effort into a dio like I do like anything else, I can feel like I can maximize that, right? Make a connecting dio, right? Where you have battles and wars and everything taking place. But I don't know. Going down dios, I kind of want to start painting in little miniatures, but I know that's not my lane right now. Knowing your lane, that's not my lane right now. The road that I've never been down doesn't mean I'm not going to go down it. And I might go down that road and it goes, this took me a long time to get to my destination. Let me see what the GPS says, right? Like, so, but I know that I used to strive to want to get like Naoki, right? Not just Naoki, but I built that quality. Right, I put so much stress and effort into trying to get to this type of quality where if I could go back and if I would have looked myself in the mirror and took those years of putting towards making dios and doing something that kind of got the passion, got the fire spark, where would I be? Right, it's almost like
chasing something you really didn't want to be.
Correct. It's like that J. Cole line. What did he say? He said, "Good news, you went a long way. The bad news, you went the wrong way." That's a terrible thing to be in. So sometimes I feel like I'm in that type of mindset when I feel like I came a long way in Gunpla, but then I hit and go, you know what? I might have went the wrong way though too. So just knowing my lane, and I just like you said, take some time looking in the mirror. So. Austin, how far do you want to get out of this hobby, man? Naoki's the goal?
Actually, when my work becomes indistinguishable from Ray Studios' Gym Sniper 2, that first Gym Sniper 2 that he made before he got a team, because Ray Studio right now is a team of people. Like, it's actually like a group of like 5 or 7 people working on one kid or something like that. So when he was just solo, and you can still find on YouTube that Gym Sniper 2 he made, when my work is indistinguishable from that level of quality is when I'll be done. That's where I actually don't want to be any higher than that, because I just don't see going much higher than there. I mean, I understand like making dials probably would be the next step, like making a whole hanger dial. I never really needed to make a whole hanger dial. I just focus on the individual suit itself. But once my work is indistinguishable from Ray Studios' Gym Sniper 2, that's when I'm done.
What about you, CD? How far you want?
I go back and forth about this all the time, but I think being able to have fun but still do the best to my ability. I want my work to be able to say, when you see a Gundam, that shit's CDs. So kind of like Watson said, have my work being able to like stand out alone. I don't need it to be Naoki's like quality, but I want it to be able to, speak to me and say, oh yeah, I want to have that certain style where if you see it, that's CDs. And I also don't want to be that guy, who builds 1-2 kits a year. I still want to be able to build and paint 8-9 kits. Like my homie Austin up here, who took second place in GWBC, he builds 2 kits a year max, and like you can tell, like not a scratch, not an overpaint, optimal, amazing stuff. But I can't focus enough on one piece, 2 pieces a year to be able to like to enjoy the hobby. So be able to put out quality work and then still be able to put out lots of pieces. So
that's like working on one leg. Oh, good. Good.
Yeah, exactly. No, know me and know my work. I can't do one leg a 2 months.
Month. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
that's crazy. Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
What technique would y'all want to like keep honing in on, and then what technique would y'all want to drop? I think with me, obviously, like I would love to hone in on like the perfect weathering, because obviously that comes with the diodes, right? Mm-hmm. But I'll be okay without ply plating. I think I'll be okay without ply plating and scribing. If I go hone in on the paint, it's almost like, right, you're building a character or a created player, and you only have 3 attributes to spin, right? Like, so what if I got bink, 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 weathering, right? Bink, bink, paint. I'll be okay with scribing and ply plating at 1 attribute, right? Like that's so. What techniques do y'all feel like, you know what, I want to hone in on, and then 2, something, you know, I want to go ahead and not worry about this as much.
I think painting is still. I think I paint. I don't want to say really good, but I think I paint pretty well. It's probably like my best thing I do. But there's still room for improvement in that. And then just general customization. I don't need to be able to scratch build a whole kit, but to be able to add, you know, like a fuel tank here, and you know, to be able to put in some extra thrusters here and make it look cohesive. So maybe just customizable skill. If I can scratch build skill. Yeah. So that
almost like George from Unlimited GA, the GBWC one, something like that.
Yeah, maybe not up to that level, but just be able to have that knowledge to know if this kit I want to add something to it, I can feel comfortable enough going in there and tinkering with it. Scribing, I definitely want to get better at that, but maybe I think I'm shifting more to cleaner builds. So if I had to take some away, it'd probably be like the weathering and posing, because I'm definitely now just going to move towards more just static
poses,
beefy Naoki pose. So minus posing, minus weathering, more presentation.
Gotcha. I think I'm gonna I would mimic CD essentially. For me, it would be mostly one thing I really want to get good at is extensions. So extending certain body parts or body frames, or making things taller, shorter, or extending the arms, how they can take it into a vise, cut it in half, put 2 plow plate pieces in the middle of it, glue it back together, and then sand it and chisel it off where it's perfect, where it looks like it came out the box like that. I would love to get better at that. That's something I really want to get better at. Actually, matter of fact, a kit that I've been working on right now is essentially that I've been trying to learn. And then another thing I would probably like to get better at is joint and hip additions. So I would love to be able to add joints or add like certain types of posability or rotations to certain kits that like have probably bad, like, you know, overall articulation. I would like to be able to add articulation to a kit. Something Ray Studio does, to bring him up again because we're just going to be talking about him, something he did with his Justice Gundam is that he made an entire middle torso of it, where it's now able to essentially almost like an accordion